Welcome back to Wizard Supercoach. Thought I'd do a quick video just showing my trades for the week and also my captain plans and stuff, and thought I'd have a look at the teams and see if there's anything Supercoach relevant going on in there. Got a different outlook on this week. Obviously, it's not been a good start. So, if you watched last video, I said I got nothing to lose now, so gonna make some different choices than I normally would. And as you'll see, I'm now down to 2 boosts. I've used one every week because it's just been injury after injury. And you'll see why I've used the 3rd one this week. So I've bought in Sard as a bit of a pod for McGovern. He started the season really well, and I can just see him continuing it. He seems to be taking a lot of Doherty's points, and they like his run-off half-back, so they try and give him everything. And yeah, I think it's a pretty safe bet. Like, I think Sard will be top 8 by the end of the year, probably top 6. A lot of people probably disagree with that, but I'm willing to make that bet. Now, Darcy Cameron went down, obviously, so I had to get rid of him. I bought in English. I don't really want to touch players that are injury prone, given all the carnage so far. And I know English is somewhat prone, but you can't ignore that scoring. Not a fan of paying 6.16 either, but again, you just can't ignore the scoring. Like, and if he goes down, well, like 25%, quarter of the competition's got him, so we're all going to suffer together. For once, it won't just be me, so happy to go down that road. At least this time, if he goes down, unlike Cameron, I can just go straight down to anyone. Cameron was a pain in the ass. He was the reason why I had to use my 3rd boost to get the money for the difference. And that money came from Radaglia, who I've had enough of. Probably be lucky to hit his break even this week. And so I've gone the early crow on, is it Jacob Van Ruin? Jacob Van Nistelrooy, I don't know. Yeah, he's come in. He looked good. I think Melbourne are going to feast on West Coast. West Coast have got like 8 outs and a lot of rookies coming in. So, yeah, I expect that he should be able to kick at least a couple of goals. And if he scores me a 70, I'll be happy. But yeah, Brown's injured and he's out, so at least that buys him a little bit more time. And to be honest, Goodwin, I don't think he's that keen on McDonald anymore. Like, he's aging, he's inconsistent, he's always injured, so he might just cut his losses and put Van Nistelrooy straight in. So with Sard, I thought about doing a few different things, like Will Day maybe, but I don't trust Sam Mitchell with his midfield rotations. I even thought about putting in Jack Buckley instead, but having him at D2 or whatever is pretty risky. He hasn't cracked the ton yet, even though he's got 299s. I couldn't do it in the end, but had I gone him or even Yo, which I don't trust either, that would have allowed me to get English, and then also the forward trade would have been Radaglia to Zeeble. So it's a bit of a tough decision in the end because Zeeble obviously is doing well. I know he let people down a little bit last week, but that's okay. He's 32, he's going to have his quieter games, so if a 78 is the worst he's going to do, you got a good pick. English was a toss-up between him and Grundy, really. The reason why I didn't go Grundy was because obviously Gorn's back in a month, and I don't want to have to use another trade. Like, I just want to lock English in and leave him there. I've used enough trades now. Like, what am I down to? 27, so I've got to just try and set my team for a bit and chill. Or at least stop using boosts. Like, I know I have to be aggressive to get my ranks up now and just hope for the best. And that's fine. But yeah, I don't want to use boosts now until like upgrade season and stuff. So yeah, that's how I landed on those trades. Satterfield's a bit of a worry because there's a rumour that he's going to be out. But Baker will just come in as emergency. He's looking more trustworthy now, and you'd think after last week's performance, he would be pretty safe, but his coach is Bevo, so you never know. And another one I'm actually really worried about is Bose is on the extended bench, and they've named Duncan, so if he gets dropped, because it's looking thin down back now without Constable, I don't know what I'm going to do. It'll all rely on tomorrow night's teams. If things go bad tomorrow night, I'll have to work something out and reverse the Van Ruin and Sard trades or something. Maybe just the Van Ruin one. Get rid of Bose. I guess Cowan, though, could cover him. But anyway, I'm thinking out loud now, so I'll stop that. And I think I'm going to run Laird as the VC and probably into English. English is up against Nank. But Nank kind of like just scores well himself, but just lets his opponent score well too, so that's okay. And they're different kinds of players. I don't think Nank's going to be able to follow English around the field and, you know, stop him from doing all his gulling tactics and stuff in the back line, getting the chip kicks and shit like that. So willing to back him in, I think. Or could I go Dacos VC to Laird captain? Don't think Brisbane's going to tag Dacos. But again, I'm thinking out loud, so let me know in the comments what you think, because it's still a little bit of time. There's time enough for me to change it. So yeah, that's the team and that's the plan for this week. Just have a look at the teams just quickly. The only one here that's Supercoach relevant is Darcy Cameron, I guess, and already talked about him enough. That's still making me sad, so the interesting thing is that they're going to have to play, they've got Johnson named in the ruck. It's going to be obviously him, McStay, and maybe Frampton. So that's an interesting one, because if Cameron's out for long enough, one of those guys might start scoring well, like well enough to be a pick, but I doubt it. Like none of them are cheap enough to begin with, so especially Frampton. Let's see. LDU's back. That's good for the people from last week, although could be some weird mind games going on again. As suspected last week. Simpkin back as well. Now, Goda omitted is interesting. Now, that's not really a shock with the way he was performing, but the interesting thing is Aaron Hall he's not come in, and he's not an emergency either, so it looks like the people that own Zeeble, he's absolutely safe, and Hall's not going to be a threat. I'm not sure, but I think Hall did really well in the VFL last week, so maybe he's just like on the outer now, and Clarko doesn't want to play him. Hopefully for Zeeble owners. Not much in this game. Nothing really. Berry out, so someone's going to get his CBAs. Pedler out, that sucks for me. But he's looked really good, so happy to hold him for a week. But yeah, the Berry out one is interesting for the CBAs. I wonder if Laird will just play in there the whole time now and see who else goes in. Saligo, Rochelle. Rochelle's an interesting one. He could be a pick. I think he's averaging like 93. Probably keep that up for the season too, but it's probably too late. If you started with him, it would have been okay. Actually, how much is Rochelle? $3.39. It's almost worth doing if you believe he could keep up his current score, like 93. Probably do 95. He kicks goals. He plays that midfield split with Rankin. Definitely scores better than Rankin, but maybe he's a one to look at for next year. Not much here either. Hopper's back. That's good. Everyone has him though, so. And if you were stupid enough to pick Martin, you'll be happy he's back, but I doubt anyone's really got him anymore. I don't think we're ever going to see like Stardust and Martin ever again. Now, no Charlie Constable, not even an emergency. That's annoying because it's made my defensive cover really thin now. Because I think Cowan's not far off getting dropped himself. Chin Cotter is an emergency for Carlton, so he might be on borrowed time. Just seems like the Suns have a revolving door of half-backs and wingers that come in. The thing that sets Constable apart is he can play inside mid as well, so he is useful. I hope they don't just give up on him and make him a dead pick. Like, I'm not just saying that from a Supercoach point of view. I actually like Constable as a player. I thought he was a bit hard done by at Geelong. But yeah, Bailey Humphrey playing his first game. It's good to see. Keep an eye on him. But I don't want to go early on more rookies, so hopefully wait till he's on the bubble. There's some interesting ones here in terms of like not Supercoach. Cleary admitted is weird. Like, he was good last week, and Jonas has been shocking this year. So I know Jonas is the captain, but I would have expected Cleary to be ahead of him. They're not going to drop the captain, but anyway, the coach is under pressure. I'd be making the big calls. Burn Jones admitted, that's interesting. Still no sign of Josh Sin though. I think he was a pretty popular rookie pick. Well, he was going to be until he wasn't named or anything. Cadman in. If Himmelberg gets sent down back and we got some kind of indicator that he was going to be there for a while, I would be straight on him. So Cadman in's not a bad thing, because if Cadman plays well and you got him and Hogan up forward, Himmelberg could go back to defence. But I doubt it, because I think he's there to allow Cadman to take the third defender. But yeah, other than that, no relevance in this game, Supercoach. Cozzy back in. I know a few people are keen on him. My man Dunstan, who I really like. It's good to see him in, although I don't know if he'll actually play. McDonald back as well for Brown. Yo. Not touching him. No way. All of these West Coast veterans are just made of glass. And even the rookies, like, there's definitely something going on there. They need to do some kind of review into the medical and fitness staff. Like, Edwards always injured, Cully always injured, Hoff always injured. But yeah, McGovern out, that hurts. He was such a good pod. Sheed out for those who have him. Shuey was looking good as well. Not really Supercoach relevant, but he's still good when he plays. He just can't get on the park. Anyway, I'm going off track here talking about non-Supercoach stuff. I'll leave that for my podcast. Yeah, so the interesting one here is Weddle. It's just the extended bench, but he's going to be popular if he can actually string a couple of games together. He'll be on a lot of teams, I think. And Mitch Duncan, as I said before, he's the worrying one for me, because Bose is on the interchange. But you can't really trust Geelong in their constant rotations. It's a pain in the arse. Yeah, people like Brune and Bose just getting punted everywhere. Like, Chris Scott is just crazy at the moment. I think there's 4 or 5 players in the team that get bugger all game time, and then the veterans just get everything. The same guys. It's not working. They just need to let players get comfortable in a position and let them get their confidence up, because they look like an absolute rabble at the moment. And they're not, to be honest, they're not really a Supercoach relevant team. Like, nobody last year averaged over 100, so yeah. And Hawthorn, they're kind of the same. Like, Mitchell can't leave his centre bounce set up alone, so Nash in. That's going to annoy a lot of people. Because that pretty much pushes out Mackenzie, and also it might push out Warple, one of them. So yeah, that's not good. But anyway, I'm over the depression of last week, and I don't know, I'm not hoping for, like, I'm not stupid and think that I'm going to get a massive week or anything. I'm just hoping for something somewhat consistent this week. Like a 2200 or something would be nice. Surely it can't get worse. Like, Cornelio has surely put his lowest score in for the year. But now that I've said that, he'll say, hold my beer, and we'll be getting a 40. Yeah, I don't know. As I said, I've just got nothing to lose. Trying to go for a pod inside, and let's see if it pays off. So, actually, before I stop, let's have a look here. This is an absolute trap. Whoever these 8,136 people are choosing Baker, I think it's a bad idea. He's just so inconsistent. He'll chuck out a huge score, and then you'll get a couple of 40s or something. So, buyer beware. Chandler, that's a good one. It's not too late. I would have grabbed him if I could. I don't have enough money in the end, and I would have had to sacrifice Sard, I think, or gone the Grundy route, which I'm not going to do. But I think he's going to keep up that scoring, and he's safe in the team. And Will Day, he's popular. He's had one big score and a couple of decent ones. Oh, one decent one and one crappy one. So I'm not sold on him yet. As I said, Mitchell and those CBA rotations are just all over the place. People trading out Marshall, jumping at Shadows. He's okay for now. Just chill on him. And Hopper, I don't know why you would trade him out now. Why would you wait and trade him out the week after that he misses? Cogs the same. Just back your primos. You pick them for a reason. Back them in. They have 3 shitters in a row, and or you can see that their role has completely changed or something like that. Then fine, get rid of them. But there's nothing different about Cogs. He just had really shitty disposal efficiency. So, yeah, good luck with this weekend. Good luck tonight. Might be another video before the actual weekend. Let's just hope for no injuries this week. Like, it would be the first week where there's no carnage. And hopefully Champion Data aren't up to their tricks again with someone gets 40 disposals, they're going to give them an 80 or some bullshit like that. So, yeah, good luck everyone, and hopefully I'll have some good news for once. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, good luck, and I'll catch you in the next video. See ya.